Hello everyone. Our group will now begin the presentation named An Encouragement of Exercising, the best way for continuing aerobic exercising. The presenters are Tomoki Noguchi, Ichiro Hirota, Genki Fukuda, and Genki Jonoshita. Listen carefully. We have one question for everyone. Can you get enough time to exercise? We think that most of everyone say no, because we usually stay home for not being influenced coronavirus. Of course, everyone doesn't be influenced coronavirus, so want to stay home for protecting them from it. However, lack of exercise is not good for our health in that of getting a risk of hypertension, which is the most famous disease and related to increased rate of death risk. Because lack of exercise causes that pulse rate doesn't increase and decrease the function of heart and lung. According to Health Longevity Net research in 2019, the third largest of reason about yearly risk of death is lack of exercise. In detail, 52,200 people are dead because of lack of exercise every year. So some people want to have an opportunity of exercise for not getting those demerits. And that we can have a risk of sleeping disorder because we can't get the opportunity of recovering our fatigue without enough time to exercise. Especially, most of立命館University students may be worried about not being able to get enough time to sleep. Probably, the reason is that they can't get enough time to exercise. In largely, the types of exercise are aerobic exercise represented by jogging and anaerobic exercise represented by muscle training. However, it is difficult for everyone to choose the best exercise which can help us better to protect ourselves from coronavirus and to continue that exercise every day. According to one article, aerobic exercise represented by jogging is better than anaerobic exercise because we can get good effect for our health, and aerobic exercise is related to the effect of reducing weight. That is why our research group points about the good effect throughout aerobic exercise and the ideas of continue to do aerobic exercise every day. The next part is about the experiment how daily aerobic exercise can help us to protect us from sleeping disorder. Mr. Hirota, please explain about it.
My name is Ichiro Hirota. I will talk about the experiments we are going to do. We did an experiment to see the effect of exercise on our health. The experimental method is to ask two subjects who have not exercised at all for 20 minutes of jogging every day for 1 week to check the mileage. The reasons for choosing jogging are that, unlike swimming and exercise bikes, no special equipment or environment is required, and there are many applications that support exercise. Also, the reasons for setting the time to 20 minutes is that it is said that aerobic exercise is not effective unless it continues for 20 minutes or more. The figure 2 shows the distance traveled by two subjects A and B for 1 week. As you can see from the figure, the mileage of both people is increased by day by day. Also focusing on the correlation coefficient between the number of days and mileage. Subject A had a strong positive correlation of 0.8009 and subject B of 0.870. When I asked the subject about the benefits of jogging, when I actually went, I got the answer that I was able to run longer each day and become less tired. And I felt that I was going. In addition, some respondents answered that their sleep time was stable. They had better sleep, and their diet was increased. It was found that even a short period of time has a health effect. However, I also found out that there are some drawbacks, such as being impossible on a rainy day and being difficult to continue. In fact, the subjects were unable to continue jogging after the end of their equipment. Uh, Therefore, focusing on the fact that it is difficult to continue exercise, we investigated how to continue exercise in the long term. Next, Mr. Fukuda talks uh, about it.
Thank you, Ichiro. My name is Genki Fukuda. One of the problems is that it is difficult to continue. So in my part of the session, I will talk about how we can continue the exercise. Also, because of the coronavirus, we have to refrain from doing it. I will consider how to deal with this situation. At first, I will talk about a study. Please look at the left side. This study is an empirical study of helping adults continue to exercise. The purpose of this study is to examine the factors that enable adults to proactively sustain physical activity. The first step in the method is to recruit adults in their 20 years old to 60 years old to support the exercise every month. Provide a program. Then after 1 year, the program is tested to see if the exercise is sustained. It also examines the rate of continuation. Please look at the pie chart figure 3. As a result, 76 out of 90 people continued to exercise, which was about 84%. The remaining 14 people were unable to continue. This was about 16%. Next, please look at the right side. This is my basketball team planned a similar event. It was planned by a sports trainer who won the private gym. We cannot practice as a team by coronavirus. This was an attempt to use Zoom and train together at home. This was planned every week for a month and a half. Starting at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings. It took part in this because it was a good opportunity to confirm the result of the study I just mentioned. As a result, please look at the pie chart figure 4. 10 out of 12 people continued to exercise, which was about 83%. The remaining 2 people were unable to continue. This was about 17%. The result of those 2 experiments were similar. Next, for deeper consideration, we conducted a survey of those who were able to continue. The question was, why did you manage to keep exercising? Reasons cited by the majority of respondents included the following. The first reason is that I was not alone. I was with my friends. And the second reason is that I knew how to train properly. And the third reason is that the exercise was easy to do. The fourth reason is that I could do it at home. These factors led us to believe that the following were the most important ways to keep the exercising going. At first, to monitor each other. Second, expert instruction. The third is a simple exercise program that does not involve any equipment, and you can participate in a video calls such as Zoom or Line, even when it's difficult to get out of the house on coronavirus or a rainy day. Next is finally, 元気上の下 will talk about summary of the poster presentation.
Thank you, Fukuda. Although it was only 1 week's experiment, we found that aerobic exercise is effective in improving lifestyle habits and basic fitness. It is clear that keeping up with aerobic exercise is an important part of health lifestyle. Monitoring each other, having a trainer or other professional guide you, and making it easy to participate by using video calls such as Zoom or Line. These 3 are the most effective way to continue the exercise habit. In the future, we hope to develop an app that makes it easier to find people who want to exercise with us to help improve their health and wellness. Thank you for listening.